When things are rough internally, our home often mirrors that. Home is so much more than just a place where we lay our heads down, so much more than the place that gives us shelter. It's constantly showing to you, reflecting back to you your own inner state, where there's often chaos and disarray in the mental and spiritual and emotional realms. You'll often see that mirrored back to you in the state of your home. And when you are going through your own grief journey, the truth of the matter is that there are certain responsibilities that while you may have been proficient and excellent at, they take a tumble. Your bills begin to suffer. Your diet, your cleanliness. There are so many different ways in which our own grief journey just begins to spill out. And for me, this house took a huge tumble because I took a tumble. It's not because I didn't want to care for the house. It's because I couldn't. Because I was struggling so hard just to keep it together for my own self, my own sanity, my children. That taking on the responsibilities of cultivating home, protecting it, nurturing and watching it became too much to bear. And so that Christmas tree still standing there is because this house did take quite the tumble. It was a perfect storm between losing my job and having the kind of heartache and grief that I experienced, plus a car accident on top of that. We couldn't get to this house. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Mold took over. Bills took a hit. It was rough. It was brutal. All this to say, I hope that you don't shame yourself for whatever it is that you're going through. And I hope that you realize that at the right time, when you're ready, you will get to it and you will pick up the pieces again. And that is precisely what I'm doing here, making time. Because as I've healed, we've begun to heal this house as well. Yes, the Christmas tree is still standing there because it's 12 feet tall. And at this point, if I were to take it down, I'm just going to plop it back up come November. So for this year, she's going to stay for the rest of the year. But it's also a reminder to keep going. And that if all you can do is one small step, deleting emails or eating a nutritious meal, however big or small, that helps you get back on track. I hope that you go do that. And I hope that you give yourself the compassion that you need and that you deserve. I hope that you lovingly hold space for yourself, because grief is tough. And the last thing that you need on top of that is your own judgment, your own shame and guilt for the experience. The right people will hold space for you. That much is true, and that has definitely been my experience. The bills will eventually get resolved. Not magically, but because you will find it within yourself to do the work, to begin to heal, to begin to repair, and to begin to mend and pick up your life piece by piece. And so whoever this is for, just trust that you're going to get there at the right time, at your time. And that this is not the end of the world for you. And that however messy your life may look like right now, there's still hope. And you're going to be able to get to do the very things that you need to do. But if all you can do right now is hold space for yourself and your experience, then I applaud you. And I'm here if you need to talk. But for those of you who don't know, grief, it's absolutely debilitating. Heartache, heartbreak, it crushes you in more ways than one. And when we factor in the reality of all these other responsibilities that we need, that demand time and energy of us, whether it's bills, whether it's dishes, pickups and drop-offs, meetings, appointments, some days are just too much. And I've been there, and I know exactly what that's like. But I also know what it's like to pick up after myself, and I also know what it's like to find the right support group, to find the right people who stand with you, not from a judgmental place, but from a place of compassion and strength, and who hold the kind of sacred space for you that gives you the means and the capability to rally up your energy, to rally up your strength, to begin to piece your life together. And if that somebody is you, and you are looking for somebody to help guide you through whatever chapter of the story you find yourself in, then my name's Monica, and I hope that you reach out. DM me, holding space for you, no judgment, because that's the very last thing that you need right now. Love you to pieces, and I hope all is well. I'll talk to you soon. Hang in there.